As Superman and Lois Season 4 is getting closer to wrapping up its run, Alex Garfin shares the journey thus far for Jordan Kent and what is coming up for the DC hero this season. After almost 2 decades of airing DC TV content on the CW, the network is getting ready to close out its era with its superheroes and supervillains. While Smallville started the DC era on the CW in 2006, a different live-action Superman TV show will be finishing it, as Superman and Lois Season 4 will be the one to end the Arrowverse. Following the end of Superman and Lois Season 3, the final season is going through its darkest year yet as the family is dealing with their biggest threat in the form of Lex Luthor. While Clark Kent may have died at the hands of Doomsday, the Man of Steel is finally back in the world of the living. However, with a complicated heart running through him, Superman's return is now a new challenge for the Lane Kent family to handle for the rest of the Superman and Lois Season 4 story. Screen Rant recently sat down with Garfin for an extensive interview about his legacy playing Jordan for 4 seasons, as the Superman and Lois series finale is only a few episodes away from its end. Garfin reflected on getting the chance to play an original iteration of Superboy in a major DC franchise, how Jordan is dealing with the trauma of his father's death, and seeing his brother now have powers, too. Garfin also shared his thoughts on Superman and Lois ending as James Gunn's DC Universe is coming up and what is next for him after the DC TV series. Alex Garfin is not quite ready to bid farewell to Jordan Kent after Superman and Lois Season 4. I think I'm still going to say goodbye for a long time to come. Alex Garfin, it's strange, because we've had many phases of ending the show. I was saying this to all the people that work on this show that were behind the scenes during all the drama of Season 3, when we thought the thing was going to end, all the drama of coming back for Season 4, but most of the cast wasn't there. You know that trope in a fantasy movie where they got a big giant storm in the gates of the castle and all the archers, they're plucking it full of arrows, and the guy looks like he's full of toothpicks. Then eventually, one just shoots it right in the eye, and then it falls over. That's basically Superman and Lois, a real behemoth of a show on a behemoth of a franchise that just died this death of 1,000 cuts. All the while, I think that the people behind the scenes made sure that the quality stayed the same, which is just insane because if you were on the set between Season 1 and Season 4, it was very noticeable. You couldn't not notice a budget cut that drastic, a cast cut that drastic, the crew changes, but everyone did unbelievable quantities of work to make sure the quality stayed up all 4 seasons. That being said, we've had many endings of the show, so I thought the show was over, with Season 3. I said goodbye to everyone. It really looked like we weren't coming back, which is crazy because even as soon as midway through Season 3, we thought this thing was going 8 to 9 seasons. I can't speak about it too much yet, but maybe after the show's over, we even had a plan for what those seasons were going to look like. So by the end of Season 3, I said goodbye to everyone. I thought that this show was this crazy whirlwind of a blessing that came into my life for 3 years. I couldn't exactly be angry. I was grateful that it happened, and then we got picked up for Season 4 and that's also really crazy. You said goodbye to a big portion of people that you saw reoccurring, and then you say goodbye again. But because I said goodbye so completely in Season 3, it didn't feel as bad.